My brothers and sisters in Christ, St. John Chrysostom, in one of his sermons that we have recorded, offers a beautiful reflection, very pointed, on the gospel passage that we hear today about the rich man and Lazarus. He challenges his people. And as he challenges them, he's putting more words in the mouth of Abraham in this parable, as Abraham lectures the rich man about Lazarus. But he says to him, when you were living in your wealth, when you were free to see at your own will, you did not choose to see him. Why do you have such keen sight now? Was he not at your gate? How could you avoid seeing him? When he was near you, you did not see him, and now you see him from a distance, even across such a chasm. The man whom you passed by 1,000 times, whom you did want to see, now you seek to have him sent to you for your salvation? And where are your cupbearers? Where are your flatterers? Where is your vanity? Where is your presumption? Where is your buried gold? Where are your moth-eaten garments? Where is the silver which you valued so highly? Where are your ostentation and your luxury? They were leaves. Winter seized them, and they all withered up. They were a dream, and when day came, the dream departed. They were a shadow. The truth came, and the shadow fled away. When we hear, let us be afraid, my beloved, lest we also see the poor and pass them by, lest instead of Lazarus, there be many to accuse us hereafter. Today's gospel passage, as St. John Chrysostom is pointing out, he of the golden tongue, is a very chilling account that challenges us, our blindness to the needs of the poor, to those in need. And when I hear the first reading, it calls to mind for me a certain sense of the foolishness of putting one's strength in man and looking to human things for salvation. And for me, I can't help but always think to today's world, when you have more and more of secular ideas, always, even if someone outwardly rejects God or turns away, in a sense, they will always replace that idol. And for many today, that's either in the form of more government or of some organization of something to cure ills. In a sense, we look to human means to cure ills, when in fact it is God alone who saves us, and by extension, that God gives each of us a responsibility to show charity to our brothers and sisters. And in fact, he doesn't look for us to pass up our responsibility and just always hand it off to the government or to some other organization to take care of things. But we ourselves have a responsibility, not just for the taking care of others, but because our hearts need to care. Because we need to be mindful of the plight of the poor. When in fact it is always someone else's concern, that leads to the chilling of our heart. The rich man, not only did he not care for Lazarus, but he ignored Lazarus. He didn't even acknowledge his existence sitting at his doorstep day after day. He was blinded to the plight that while he had more than he could ever need, there was someone at his own doorstep in need, and he ignored him. My brothers and sisters, part of our Lenten journey and our prayer, our fasting, and our almsgiving isn't just to detach ourselves from undue attachments, but part of it is to soften our heart to the needs of others. In the fact that while we may not always have the solution to the need of a person, we may not be able to take the homeless person on the corner into our own house. We may not be able to cure the hunger of all people. Many times there's people or organizations better equipped. And so yes, we give money to Catholic charities, to organizations that help with homeless. Yes, we do these things. Government programs tax us, to do these things. But this can never replace our own need to be agents of God's charity. Even if we cannot cure the world's ills, if nothing else, we need to acknowledge when we see people, look at them. Don't pretend we don't see them. Don't scurry away uncomfortably. Offer a smile, offer a kind word, even if there's no money or something to be given, but at least dignify someone, recognize their humanity. That is the starting point of charity, not to shuffle away uncomfortable or worse yet, just to ignore others and pretend they don't exist. When we can, we need to be charitable, but even when that charity can't involve giving or curing an ill, we can always be loving and respectful of another's dignity. May God bless you.